Did you know a pope once excommunicated a volcano? It sounds like something straight out of a fantasy novel, but I promise you, this is a true story. Today, on Fascinating History, we're diving into one of the strangest anecdotes from the crossroads of religion, nature, and sheer human determination. Buckle up. This is the story of the pope who tried to put a volcano in timeout. The year was 1669, and Mount Etna in Sicily, one of the most active volcanoes in the world, decided it was time for a tantrum. The eruption was catastrophic. Rivers of molten lava surged toward the city of Catania, threatening to obliterate it. Desperate to save their homes, the townspeople tried everything. They dug trenches to divert the lava, they prayed fervently, and they even formed human chains in a futile effort to stop the destruction. But nothing worked. Just when all seemed lost, someone came up with a rather unconventional idea. Why not call the Pope? Surely, if anyone could negotiate with Mother Nature, or maybe God, it would be him. Enter Pope Innocent XI, a man of great faith but perhaps an even greater flair for the dramatic. The Pope, hearing the desperate pleas of the Sicilians, decided to deploy an ultimate Hail Mary. He sent his emissaries to Catania armed with not tools or weapons, but holy authority. Their mission? To excommunicate Mount Etna. Yes, you heard that right. The Pope decided to remove the volcano from the grace of the Church, to cast it out of spiritual communion. The idea was that by denying it divine favor, the volcano's wrath could somehow be subdued. Picture the scene. Priests dressed in full clerical regalia, standing at the edge of the fiery lava flow, holding up crosses and chanting Latin exorcisms. They declared Mount Etna an outcast, a pariah in the eyes of God. Now, you might be wondering, did it work? Well, sort of. The lava flow did eventually stop, and the city of Catania was spared. The priests and townspeople hailed it as a miracle, a divine intervention made possible by their bold act of excommunication. But modern scientists have a slightly less magical explanation. It turns out that the lava flow likely stopped because of natural factors, the volcano exhausting its eruption or geographic features redirecting the lava. Still, the timing was uncanny, and for the people of Catania, it was a sign that their faith had been rewarded. This bizarre incident wasn't an isolated case of human beings trying to reason with nature. Throughout history, people have attempted to control natural disasters in some truly imaginative ways. In ancient China, during times of flood, ceremonies were held to appease the river god. Native American tribes would perform elaborate rain dances to summon rain during droughts. But Mount Etna's excommunication stands out for its sheer audacity. It wasn't just an appeal for divine assistance. It was an act of divine authority. You might think this kind of thing belongs entirely to the past, a relic of a time when people didn't understand the science behind natural disasters. But even today, we're not so different. Whether it's cloud seeding to make it rain or launching rockets to redirect asteroids, humanity has always sought ways to exert control over forces far beyond our grasp. The difference is that now we lean on science instead of divine decree, or at least most of us do. The story of the Pope and Mount Etna is a fascinating glimpse into the human spirit's incredible resilience and creativity when faced with the unimaginable. It's a reminder that while we may never fully tame nature, our determination to try often leads us to extraordinary solutions, or at least unforgettable stories. So, the next time you hear about Mount Etna's fiery eruptions, remember that once upon a time, a pope looked at that unstoppable force of nature and said, essentially, "You're grounded." And maybe, just maybe, it worked. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of history's most peculiar episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating history. Who knows what strange tale we'll uncover next?